what is going to be a mainstay here on the Maggie and Perloff show as well is Perloff and I making our NFL picks on Fridays. So we're going to do this like we did last year. 1 game over under, 1 game against the spread, 1 player prop. Let's hit it.
Maggie and Perloff's NFL picks.
All right, Andrew Perloff.
Yeah, I ran into a problem here.
Already? We didn't even start
There are 4
yet.
games I love, and I just don't want to pick the wrong one out of those games. So,
all of our lines coming courtesy of DraftKings.
Okay. I'm going to hone in on this one because I'm a realist.
Okay.
I want to bet against every rookie quarterback, but the one I want to bet against the most is the one I love the most.
Oh, it's hard.
I hope I'm not stealing any bets from you, but I want to take your Super Bowl pick, the Jags, -4.5 in Indy. Now, it's on the road, so that bothers me. After you do your picks, I'll tell you the 3 others I really wanted to do.
Okay.
So that's are we going to go, so you give me your pick, then I'll give my over-under.
Okay, so if we're talking about against the spread, number 1, to me, I got to go with the Denver Broncos. Give me the altitude. Week 1, they've been so good at home early in the season because they're well-conditioned where another team's coming in and they're going up against Stu's Raiders. I'm going to be honest, Stu. It's the Chandler Jones stuff that really put me over the edge here. What is going on with that guy? That can't be good right before a game unless it sort of galvanizes everyone, but I don't know if I see that coming. Now, tough because this is probably the healthiest that Garoppolo's ever going to be this season. However, and Devontae Adams is amazing. I've never loved the Raiders' defense. They've never been great. I don't trust McDaniels, and I think this is going to be a little new coach magic with Sean Payton, where coming out of the gates, Sean Payton and Russell Wilson are going to look good. I don't know how it's going to go the rest of the season, but I think they're going to be good here against the Raiders. Give me Denver laying the 4. Go ahead.
God, that is going to be one of the ugliest games in the history of the NFL. But I do like that. Okay. I hate going under, and I'm not going to go under week 1, right? What kind of jerk would do that? Going under with my week 1 pick.
I think it's smart, actually.
I don't know what the trends are, but I'll tell you 2 offenses who I have major question marks about. New Orleans and Tennessee. I think Tennessee might be sneaky challenging to the Jags this year. I think the Jags ultimately win that division, but I do feel like it's just going to be a slugfest. Derek Carr might take a little bit of time to get used to another new offense. There's just an unknown there. The game's in New Orleans, which makes me nervous. But I'm going to go under 42 Saints-Titans.
I like that pick. For me, I am going to pick an over week 1, even though I feel a little bit like a sucker doing that because, the offenses generally take a little bit to catch up. But
you're going Dolphins-Chargers, aren't you?
No, the number's too high. I'm going with Bengals and Browns over 47.5. Obviously, I don't think there's going to be a weather issue that we have to worry about because, it's September right now. Doesn't look like there's rain in the forecast in Cleveland. You got Joe Burrow, newly minted, massive contract, still has all the great weapons that he had, improvements to the offensive line. And then for the Browns, is this offense going to look better? It's got to, right, with Deshaun Watson. So I'm making a little bit of a bet that Watson's going to look a little more like he did in Houston, less like he did last year. So give me over 47.5 Bengals-Browns.
Okay. All right, player prop. I'm staying in the same game as my pick. Colts, Jaguars. So I bet against my guy, Anthony Richardson, but 46.5 rushing yards, juice down to 120, -120. I mean, 46.5. What are we doing here,
nothing.
Mike? That's nothing, right?
It's Anthony Richardson. He can't throw.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What else is he going to do?
I feel like I have to take this gift here. Now, for some reason, that number just seems way too low to me, and I would have thought it maybe like -200 or something, but it's not. So I'm going to try 46.5 Anthony Richardson. Because you just said it. Who's he going to throw to?
Yeah, nobody.
And, listen, the Jags obviously know this as well. They'll probably game plan and make him throw the ball. But first game, I assume he'll get more comfortable as the season goes on. But right now, it's a run. All right, what do you got?
Okay, my player prop, and we have not talked about this game nearly enough, and that is the Packers-Bears. Now, Christian Watson is out. Romeo Doubs, questionable. That doesn't play into my player prop at all. I'm just telling you things about that game. My player prop in this game is taking Bears wide receiver DJ Moore over 3.5 receptions.
Okay.
Juice to the over. It's minus 120, so you got to lay 120 to win 100. But I know that the corners are very good for Green Bay, but here's the thing. DJ Moore is the big offseason acquisition here for the Bears. Like, I know Justin Fields, you could say the same thing about him that you said about Anthony Richardson. Like, can he throw the ball? Well, you're going to have to prove it, and I think they're going to want to come out of the gates kind of showing, hey, we've got this new shiny toy here. Like, we got to let this Ferrari out of the garage. So 3.5 receptions. I think they're going to be force-feeding to DJ Moore, and I do think they're going to try to make a point, the Bears are, to show that Justin Fields can throw the ball. So, to me, give me DJ Moore over 3.5 receptions. That's my player prop.